Welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we start, I would like to request you to kindly subscribe to the channel, as we are very close to 50 subscribers. And now, with that said, let's start the chapter hearing Zhu Lashingang's words and observing his actions. RMC grew extremely furious. That stone barrier, in which Zhu Lashing had encased everyone, was even more terrifying. Anyone killed within it would have their soul destroyed, along with their body. But after witnessing all this, RMC's rage intensified, prompting him to summon his allies immediately in a burst of fury and shout angrily, "Do you really believe you can kill all of us alone?" Hearing RMC's words, Zhu Sheng burst into laughter. Mocking him, he said, "Lin Moyu, are you insane? You're just a mage, and you actually think you can fight me with a weapon." As he said this, Zhu Liang also drew his weapon. His entire body was now radiating with a luminous golden glow. Glancing at RMC, he chuckled once more and said, "I was planning to kill you last, but now I've changed my mind." Saying that, he raised his sword high into the air and, filled with rage, shouted, "Go to hell." Instantly, he swung his sword, unleashing a formidable slash toward RMC, shouting, "Slice him in half." A powerful golden sword beam surged toward RMC and struck him directly. However, the moment it hit RMC, activated his passive damage transfer skill. Since it was fully linked at this moment, he didn't take a single hit, not even a scratch. RMC remained completely unharmed by the attack. Witnessing this, Zhu Lashing suddenly panicked, trembling as he exclaimed, "What's happening? Did I miss just now? How is he completely unharmed?" Immediately afterward, he furiously launched more assaults on RMC, filled with rage. "This can't be happening. Maybe my first attack missed, but not this time. You're going to die now." With that, he unleashed a barrage of consecutive sword strikes on RMC. Yet, even as the second wave of attacks struck, RMC remained utterly unaffected. Seeing this, sweat started to bead on Zhu Lashang's forehead. He was utterly terrified and gasped, "What the hell is going on? Why isn't he taking any damage?" After witnessing Zhu Lashang's relentless assault and realizing that RMC was still completely unharmed, Zhu Lashing became utterly flustered. Sweat poured from his brow because he clearly knew that RMC had consumed the fruit, which meant his attributes shouldn't be functioning correctly at this moment. Yet none of the attacks were working. This realization left him trembling. In a panic, he immediately prepared to use his second skill, Holy Fire. Halo shouting the name loudly, he activated the ability, and sacred flames began to rise from the energy of holiness, spreading throughout the space. Inside the barrier, these flames were so intense they burned the corpses lying around. Soon, the fire engulfed the entire area within the barrier. Seeing this, the few survivors standing at a safe distance from Zhu Lashing started panicking as the flames advanced. Some shouted, "Quick, take the recovery potion," while others screamed, "Can God Lin survive this?" Everyone harbored doubts. Could RMC truly withstand this holy fire? Waves of flames surged directly toward RMC, attempting with full force to incinerate him. But in a short time, it became clear that even this holy fire couldn't harm RMC. Not a single burn mark appeared on his body. Watching this, Zhu Lashing panicked even more and exclaimed in terror, "How is this possible? What sort of monster are you that not a single attack is affecting you?" Sweat poured down Zhu Lashing's forehead as he muttered to himself, "Have you not eaten the fruit yet?" But he quickly dismissed his own thought, saying, "No, you ate it. Otherwise, you would have summoned those damn skeletons. Why, after consuming the fruit, can you still ignore my halo? Why?" Standing right in front of him, RMC swiftly swept the holy flames away from his body with a single hand motion and said, "I can kill you even without the skeleton army." Saying this, RMC started to move closer to Zhu Lashing. Hearing his words, the frightened Zhu Lashing immediately shouted in anger, "Arrogant fool! You're a mage, and you want to fight a knight in close combat. If skills can't hurt you, then I'll take your head with my own hands." As he declared this, he once again charged forward to attack RMC with his sword. But before he could even swing his blade, RMC placed his scythe in front of Zhu Lashang's sword, blocking the strike, then countered with the same scythe. The moment the weapon connected, it slashed across Zhu Lashang's face. Seeing this, Zhu Shang was terrified and exclaimed, "How is his close combat technique better than mine? He's clearly a mage." Meanwhile, the people trapped inside the barrier, still frozen in the ice, cheered after witnessing RMC's performance. Seeing Zhu Lashing so helpless, they began shouting, "Come on, General Lin. This bastard should be finished off." At the same time, as RMC attacked Zhu Shang, he thought to himself, "Thanks to my teacher's foresight, I trained in every discipline within the Divine Zia Pagoda. After consuming the first fruit, all 4 of my attributes finally stabilized at 10,000 points each. Although not very high, it's still sufficient." Zhu Lashing was pushed back by RMC's assault. Despite the fear visible on his face, demonic energy started to swell inside him, causing his eyes to turn crimson. In his excitement, he thought, "Even though I'm at a disadvantage, I've confirmed one thing. He's definitely eaten the fruit right now." His attributes are far inferior to mine. Thinking this, a grin appeared on Zhu Lishang's face, and he immediately prepared to launch another attack. This time, he raised his sword into the air to activate the skill called Holy Sword of Destruction. Surge of immensely powerful energy shot upward into the sky. As soon as he activated this sword technique, he was ready to unleash a devastating divine slash at our MC. The attack looked overwhelmingly fierce, striking terror into everyone who saw it. Fearful, they shouted loudly at that moment. Zhu Lashing launched the sword slash at our MC, yelling, "Now go to hell. This attack will kill you." The strike hit directly where our MC was standing. The entire area exploded upon impact, but right at that moment, we see our MC had already closed the gap to Zhu Lashing and stabbed him in the stomach with his scythe. Blood erupted from Zhu Lashing's abdomen as the weapon pierced deep, and our MC coldly said, "You're the one who's going to die here." He then pulled the scythe out of Zhu Lashing's stomach. Horrified, Zhu Lashing couldn't believe what had just happened, but no sooner had our MC withdrawn his scythe than he stabbed Zhu Lashing again, this time with a sword, and said, "A weapon dropped by a former boss. Finally, it's come in handy." As he thrust the sword even deeper, blood poured from Zhu Lishang's mouth. He was now on the brink of death. His legs trembled, his vision blurred, and within moments he collapsed to his knees. Immediately afterward, RMC struck him with more blows, plunging several swords into his body. It was beyond imaginations, so many blades embedded in Zhu Lishang's form, every part pierced, blood flowing from every wound. Somehow, he was still alive. Seeing his horrifying condition, he barely managed to speak. "You can't kill me." At this point, he was practically begging our MC, crying out, "Don't kill me, don't kill me, I'm still useful. I can tell you the secrets of the demon worship sect." Our MC stood directly in front of him. Hearing this, he replied coldly, "You're just a dog of the demon worship sect. What secret information could you possibly possess?" With those words, he drew a sword and drove it straight into Zhu Lashing's head. With that final strike, Zhu Lashing died instantly. As he died, the ice skill he had used to freeze everyone inside the barrier deactivated, freeing those trapped. In the ice, they rushed toward our MC, surrounding him, and with joyful smiles, said, "Thank you, God General Lin, for saving us." Someone else exclaimed excitedly, "God, General Lin, is truly incredible. He killed that beast even without using any skills, despite his attributes being sealed." Absolutely. Another added, "If not for him, we'd all be dead right now." That's it for this video. Thanks for watching and enjoy your weekend. Bye.